Hi, this is Lance O'Brien from Coconut Grove, Florida, born and raised. Moved down with my family when my mom was 8 months pregnant with me. My dad got in a little bit of trouble, and the judge said, "Oh, I hear Florida's nice." So Dad moved us down, and he came down, squared up a couple of things, and we've been here ever since. Miami has pretty much been our home our entire life, my brothers and I. And I feel most like a Miamian when I'm at the beach. That just seems to represent Miami for me the most. Grew up on the beach my whole life. I've always been around the beach, and I feel most at home when I'm either at the beach or sometimes just hanging out in the Grove. I still love the Grove. Grove has always had a place in my heart that's been very special. And, well, I'll tell you, the things that I would miss would be those same things. The beach in Miami, and of course Coconut Grove, since those are the ones that make me feel so much of a part of Miami. But I'll tell you, I won't miss the traffic in Miami. To kind of offer a counteraction, so to speak. But, I think most of all would be my friends. I still have a lot of the same friends from high school and stuff. So, like, that I grew up with in Coconut Grove. That they'll always be special to me. Most of my friends that I know from them are like brothers and sisters to me. So, but for me, what makes Miami Miami is the diversity, the different integrated cultures that are there. Growing up mainly in the 80s, I got a heavy dose of the Cuban and Latin influence in Miami, and the Caribbean culture there as well. It was like you didn't really have to leave Miami if you wanted to experience anything Latino or anything from the West Indies or the Caribbean. It's great. You can get the food, you can get the music, you can get the culture, you can interact with the people. And I remember when the Marielitos first came in the 1980s, in the early 80s, half of my American neighbors vacated and left, and I ended up embracing it, and because of that I can speak Spanish relatively with un cubano accente, entiendo. And then of course I had a lot of Jamaican friends, and that helped endure my love for reggae, because my uncle turned me on to that when I was a kid in the Grove. Back in the 70s, Peter Tosh and Jimmy Cliff saw The Harder They Come at the little theater in the Grove. It's where the post office is now. The post office just took it over. It was just an extension. And I think it's that diversity and that cultural hub that it is that makes it Miami. It's, and obviously the beaches, those things really are just special to Miami. So I really cherish those, and I didn't really have to travel to get those experiences like most people do. And I see Miami is always going to be a city kind of on the cutting edge because of its cultural diversity. There are 3 main languages in Miami, and the beaches are always going to be an attraction to people around the world. And I see Miami becoming more of a leader in the areas of diversity, probably as a Latin community, because I think in Miami now you can probably get away with speaking Spanish more than you can even English. So, but for some people that's a problem, but I've always just embraced it. I've always loved it. I mean, they call me Some may not like this, but they call me the Jamaican Fidel Castro, if you want to put it that way. But it really just accents my Cuban and Jamaican influence. So enjoy Miami. It's one of the best places to live, if not the best, and definitely the warmest. Boom a bomb.